Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. Thank you so much for waking up with us. It is July 19th. The big news this morning is that global internet outage affecting lots of PCs this morning. We were impacted here at KSAT, but we are working around it, Justin. And the big picture is the rain. We got a good amount of rain yesterday, Justin. Are we going to see the same today, or is that we have higher chances throughout the weekend and maybe later in the week?
It's going to be next week, I think, Sarah, where we really benefit from the rainfall. Now, we did get some yesterday, as you pointed out, and we've got some more chances, small chances today. I want to show you the radar right now. We actually have activity out there as we speak. A little bit of a data lapse there. This is the kind of issue everyone's dealing with this morning, but we do have the latest image here right at the end. So we've got some showers and storms right along Interstate 10 between San Antonio and Houston. Nothing here right now. And I don't expect that we're going to see much this morning. But you look at the rainfall totals from yesterday. They weren't huge, but they were good. Places like Fredericksburg, over an inch. San Marcos was the big winner yesterday, 2.65. Officially 0.07 of an inch at the airport. Randolph picked up about half an inch there. So there was some rain. And as we look at Futurecast, it shows that we may see a few more showers and storms as we head into the afternoon today. And I think it's generally going to be south of Interstate 10, south of Highway 90, where we see some of this activity. But San Antonio will have about a 20% chance of rain. And then as we head into tonight, a lot of that will die down. And the weekend, as far as that is concerned, Saturday looks kind of quiet, and then we'll see rain chances start to ramp back up by Sunday. Let's get you through today, though. First, 96 for a high. There is a 20% chance of rain by the afternoon, partly cloudy, and yes, fairly warm. We'll get into those rain chances for next week coming up in just a bit, but we got to check in on traffic now and see how things are going out on the roads.
Yeah, let's take a look outside with TransGuide. That's Loop 1604, and we missed it. 410 in New Braunfels. Slow start at 5 a.m. this morning. Not really seeing too many people out on the roads, but who is out on the roads is Alex Gomez. Alex, are you seeing anything?
No, not right now, Sarah. This is going to be the northwest side. This is going to be I-10 westbound at Days of Alla Road. Right now, we are starting the commute on the good foot or the right wheel. This is going to be a very slow start. So I'm going to head on over to the northeast side to see if there's any construction zones that are still working right now. I'm going to come down 35 South and see how those delays are looking, Sarah.
Alex, thank you so much. Okay, new this morning, we mentioned it earlier, a widespread Microsoft outage is disrupting flights, banks, media outlets, and companies around the world. KSAT's Devin Karp joins us now, looking into how all this started. Devin, I opened my phone this morning as soon as my alarm went off, and I saw that email from our corporation, talking about this outages. I was like, oh my gosh, how is it going to impact our workflow?
Yeah, well, this is a big deal. It's not even just us. This is happening all over the world. Escalating disruptions have continued hours after Microsoft said it was gradually fixing that issue. It's affecting Microsoft 365 apps and other services, including Windows. The website Down Detector, which tracks user-reported internet outages, also recorded growing outages at airlines including American Airlines and Delta, and in services at Visa, ADT Security, and Amazon. The FAA says Airlines United, American, Delta, and Allegiant have all been grounded. However, according to the San Antonio International Airport's website, very few flights have been disrupted so far. Here, only a few things are showing up as delayed or canceled. News outlets worldwide have reported that telecommunication providers, banks, and media broadcasters have been disrupted as they lost access to computer systems. Even us at KSAT, like what Sarah was saying, have been affected. However, thankfully, our engineers have figured out how to keep our services up and running for you. A user on X posted a screenshot of an alert from cybersecurity company CrowdStrike, saying that the company was aware of reports of crashes on Windows hosts. CrowdStrike has not yet responded to request for comment. Sarah?
Devin, we're going to stay on top of this throughout the morning. Thank you so much. Now to developing story this morning. San Antonio police have arrested a fourth and final suspect for 2023 murder of two men. So that suspect is Austin Hartnett. SAPD arrested him at a southeast apartment complex yesterday. Earlier this week, SAPD arrested a man named Michael Trevino for the same murder. Two additional men connected to this incident were arrested previously on separate federal charges. All 4 of them are charged with capital murder and tampering with evidence. SAPD is no longer looking for additional suspects, but the investigation is still ongoing.
With faith and devotion, I proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States. Tonight I ask for your partnership, for your support, and I am humbly asking for your vote. I want your vote. Going to make our country great again.
All eyes were on this last night. Donald Trump, former president, is now officially the Republican Party's nominee for president. On the final night of the Republican National Convention, he described how he narrowly survived an attempt on his life, telling the audience in his first speech since the attack that he was only there, quote, by the grace of Almighty God. Then he pivoted back to his criticisms of the Biden administration and described what he called an invasion of migrants over the southern border.
Republican platform promises to launch the largest deportation operation in the history of our country.
So while the Republican nomination is now solidified, attention now turns to the Democrats. People familiar with the conversations tell ABC News that former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has privately told some House Democrats that she believes President Biden is more receptive to hearing calls for him to step aside, and those conversations could push him to make a decision soon. Meanwhile, a top White House communications official calls a report of Biden planning to withdraw fan fiction. So meanwhile, there's growing concern among high-profile Democrats that President Joe Biden may not be able to keep his job. The Associated Press says sources close to the situation have indicated Nancy Pelosi and former President Barack Obama are talking behind closed doors about the idea of pushing Biden to step aside. We spoke about this with Professor John Taylor. He's a political science and geographic department chair at UTSA. He says the pressure is building and the chances of Biden winning the race are dwindling.
He probably should do the right thing and decide to step down, decide to step away from this, to give the Democrats a chance.
So the calls for President Biden to drop out of the race picked up after his performance in last month's presidential debate. But since then, he has insisted publicly and privately that he isn't dropping out. So if you have an election-related question between now and November, we have the answers and so much more on our Vote 2024 webpage. Take out your phone, scan this QR code you see right there on your screen. It's going to take you straight to the KSAT Vote 2024 page. Well, today marks 1 year since 12 migrants were found in a tractor trailer off I-35 near Von Army. They were huddled together in the back of a stolen 18-wheeler in South Bexar County on July 19th of 2023. EMS crews at the scene said the 2 women and 10 men were okay, and the Bexar County Sheriff's Office detained the driver that night. This is just one of the story of suspected human smuggling, and nonprofits like the Refugee and Immigrant Center for Education and Legal Services warn that more incidents could still happen.
Our border policies aren't going to stop people from coming and seeking safety. Folks will get to that point of desperation where they're going to take more and more risks.
It's been 1 month since President Joe Biden dropped an executive order limiting asylum seekers. Data from U.S. Customs and Border Protection shows arrest for illegally crossing the border from Mexico has dropped by 29% in June. In Israel overnight, a large explosion rumbled through the streets of central Tel Aviv, raining down shards of shrapnel and injuring at least 10 people while leaving 1 dead. Israel's military said that they were reviewing the explosion and increasing air patrols after the incident. Yemen's Houthis have repeatedly launched drones and missiles toward Israel throughout the 9-month war in sympathy with Hamas, but until Friday, all were intercepted by either Israel or Western allies with forces stationed in the region. It's 5:09 and 80 degrees. Just ahead, Google officially revealing the Pixel 9 Pro smartphone. A cruise nightmare. Up next, how a family's vacation took a turn for the worst when they were left behind. Oh no. A lot of people on vacation, I know. That's why Justin and I holding down the fort here on GMSA throughout the morning. Justin, very, very busy. He is breaking down all of the rain chances that we are anticipating throughout the weekend. He's going to let us know about that when we come back. An Oklahoma family is talking for the first time about their nightmare experience of being left behind in Alaska by a Norwegian cruise line. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the details in today's GMA First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a dream cruise turned nightmare.
When you talk about cruise nightmares, this is the definition of it.
9 members of the Galt family were aboard a cruise to Alaska and stepped off the boat for a lumberjack excursion they booked through the cruise line. They say when they tried to get back to the ship, the local tour operator told them there was no room on the bus.
Hey, bus is full. You got to wait for the next bus.
They say they called the local port agent who rushed them to the ship, only to see it already pulling away from the dock, their belongings and some of their passports still on board. They say they had to cover their own food and hotel and find their own way back to Oklahoma.
It was completely overwhelming. Probably the hardest thing I've ever done.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of our interview with the Galt family, what the cruise line is doing now, and what experts say you shouldn't leave a cruise ship without. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Oh my gosh, talk about a nightmare. Glad they're safe. 5:14, 80 degrees. Let's take a look outside. This is Alex Gomez. He is helping Justin and I out this morning, holding down the fort with us. Last time I checked, he was on the northwest side, heading to the northeast side, having a pretty clear morning so far on the roads. So far, if any incidents do pop up, we will let you know about them.
Grit, guts, glory. You've got some winning genes. Find out what you're made of with Ancestry DNA. And for a limited time, you can see how your genes stack up against world-class athletes. Or even your trash-talking cousin Brad. See which athletic traits are built into your DNA and the people you share them with. So get on your mark and get set for the sale of the summer before Brad beats you to it.
You're feeding my grand dog Blue, right?
Purina One.
But Blue's got deboned chicken, chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal, barley.
Purina One has chicken, rice flour, corn gluten meal, whole grain corn, chicken byproduct meal.
Let's switch to Blue.
To stay on top of my game, I need to keep up my energy.
Cliff Bar is purposely crafted with 10 grams of protein and organic oats.
Because the more good you put in, the more great you get out.
Cliff, the most important ingredient is you.
In today's Tech Bites, Netflix is scrapping its cheapest ad-free subscription plan in the U.S. after doing the same in Canada and the U.K. Customers now paying $11.99 for the basic plan will have to pay at least $15.99, or they can opt for a $6.99 subscription that does include ads. And college students can now get a deal on streaming. Max is offering a 50% discount on its ad-supported plan for verified students. The discount brings the cost down to $5 a month. And finally, Google is taking control of Pixel 9 Pro leaks. Following a series of leaks, Google has revealed the phone early. The official unveiling is set for August 13th, showcasing a massive camera bump and AI integration. Even though it hasn't come out yet, I guess you could say this phone is pixel perfect. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Yeah, but their messages still show up green, okay? It's all about the blue messages. And all green on the roads out there. No incidents so far. Justin liked that one. Looking at the TxDOT page, and really just some minor construction, your normal construction that we're seeing this morning. But I want to check in with Alex Gomez. Earlier you were driving on the northwest side. Now he's headed to the northeast side. What are you seeing out there, Alex?
Well, good morning, Sarah. You're right. All green out here. These roads are picture perfect. This is 1604 eastbound at Nacogdoches Road. I'm still headed to the 35 South area on the northeast side. I want to see if there's any construction delays right now. But you know what? Road conditions are great. Dry roads, great weather. Even though I hear we might get some rain this weekend. Sarah?
You're right. I have the man who can tell us that right next to me. Definitely could get some rain this weekend. Not really so much the story. A little scattered today.
Right.
Not what we saw yesterday. Yesterday I was at North Star
Yeah.
right after our show.
Mhm.
And I mean, it poured. Where
Yeah,
I
there-
felt like I needed to pull over for a second.
There were some spots of good rain. The totals weren't huge, but it was good to see. It's kind of a prelude to what we're going to see, because I think the weekend's not going to be all that busy, but as we get into next week, yes, it does really pick up the weather pattern in a big way. This is not typical of late July, by the way. So we're kind of excited about it, honestly. You look at the radar this morning. We do have some storms out there. They're just not over San Antonio. So this is all ground clutter, okay? That is not rain falling. But as you get out towards Hallettsville, we got a couple of showers and storms, and I know it's kind of hard to see on this map, but they're along I-10. There is a good line of storms, a lot of lightning in between San Antonio and Houston. So roughly, I'd say Luling over to the far western suburbs of Houston, you will run into some rain. That's all pushing south and kind of away from us. So as we look at the futurecast here, this particular model does show some showers and storms redeveloping this afternoon. And I think if we're talking geography here, it's going to be south of Interstate 10, south of Highway 90. That's kind of the favored areas, and south of San Antonio. Still, we'll leave in a 20% chance here in town. It's just it's not going to be like yesterday where rains, the higher odds of seeing rain. It's going to be a low-end rain chance. As we go outside for you, looks like we've lost our video feed there, but 80 degrees in San Antonio, 78 in New Braunfels, 80 in Converse, 73 Boerne. In our forecast today, just that 20% this afternoon. 96 is the high. It'll feel a little warmer than that, of course, with the humidity that's in place. And as we look at the weekend, if you're planning out your weekend, 97 on Saturday. I think Saturday's fine. You want to go to the pool, go float the rivers. You may have to dodge a shower or storm, but the rain chances are low, a lot like today, 20%. We start to bring them up a little bit Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, 95 and partly cloudy on your Sunday. Then as we go forward in time, high pressure really starts to move off to the west. Positions itself in kind of an odd spot for late July. It's far to the north, far to the west. And what that does is really just open up the door for us for, first off, an upper level low to kind of shift south. We'll have a boundary, good moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. And honestly, most of next week, we're kind of stuck in this pattern, and that is not a bad thing because I think we'll see good downpours each and every day next week, and some places could pick up some pretty good rainfall totals. So rain chances really do start to ramp up Sunday, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're talking 40 to 60% chance of rain here. And it's not every day that we see that. Rainfall potential, I'd say up to 3 inches over the next 7 days. This is cumulative, of course, but notice that it takes really our whole area and brings some pretty good rainfall to us. And that is, again, such a good thing. 92 Monday, 89 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we could be in the upper 80s with good rain chances. So a positive looking forecast as we finish out July.
Ooh, you bumped up those chances on Tuesday through Thursday.
It looks good. I mean, you look at the computer models and it's kind of like, what am I looking at here? This is not the summer I'm used to, but hey, we'll take it. Yeah.
We'll take it. Let's not talk about last summer.
No.
All right, it is 523, 80 degrees. Let's take a look at the lotto numbers. Pick 3, 502, Fireball 6, Daily 4, 1415, Fireball 3, Cash 5, 1, 12, 19, 29, 32, Texas 2-step 12, 14, 16, 22, 13. Do we have Mega today? Nope. All right. Good luck. We'll be back. Back to school right around the corner, and that means shopping for school supplies. But for some school supplies, oh my gosh, they can be so expensive and hard to come by. That's why Blue Cares is partnering with local businesses to collect school supplies for the community.
We try to reach out to communities that do really need the supplies that, maybe low income, maybe just it's hard to get to them. It's hard to purchase school supplies. So that's what we're trying to do is get the school supplies to them.
To learn more about the drive and how to donate, visit us, KSAT.com. It's 5:27 and 80 degrees. Ahead on GMSA, it's not summer without a little ice cream. We'll meet with the social media creator who found Texas brands that are both affordable and tasty. Good morning, it's 5:30 on July 19th. And hey, it's just Justin and I this morning holding down the fort.
Yes.
Okay.
So much chaos across the country.
There's chaos across the country with that data outage.
Yes.
From, what's it called? Strike? Sorry.
I don't know.
I'm
something to do with Microsoft. I know that.
Yeah, Microsoft and PCs.
Yes.
And hey, but we're not impacted here.
We're working.
We are working. And most importantly, you are tracking the rain.
And most importantly, it's Friday. So there's that too. Yes, we are tracking some rain this morning, Sarah. And it's not here. It's not over San Antonio. It's to our east. So we've got a good kind of line of storms. With quite a bit of lightning strikes, but this is almost out of our viewing area. Now, the one area that is being impacted is right around Howittsville, and you are probably going to get some rain out of this because you got these storms kind of coming in from the north and west and starting to see a few showers develop there around the city of Howittsville. So I'd say that's the one area, and Shiner too, where we may see some rain this morning. Again, San Antonio is dry. Your commute will be dry. All this you see over here, that's ground clutter. Okay, that's not rain. We did get a little bit of rain yesterday, and we may see a little bit more this afternoon. There's about a 20% chance of seeing a downpour, but it'll be few and far between. 96 is your high, partly cloudy and humid too, so heat index values will be 100 plus. 97 coming up tomorrow. Your weekend as you plan it out, I think Saturday's going to be pretty good. There is an isolated storm, the possibility of that. 95 Sunday, that's when rain chances start to ramp up a little bit, especially late in the day, and you're going to love next week's forecast. We'll get into that in just a little bit. But I'm going to switch over to the traffic maps here real quick. And you'll see that most of the roads there are green, looking good. So that not a lot of issues. And Sarah, as we look out on TransGuide too, there is no real big issues. I think that's kind of what Alex has been communicating to us as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at TxDOT's incident page, not seeing anything out there, some minor construction. Alex, I know you were headed to the northeast side. You seeing anything out there? Oh.
Yeah, good morning, Sarah. I did make it to the northeast side, and it looks like we do have those construction delays yet again on 35 southbound. So the map for me is showing that it's starting about right near Thousand Oaks, and it started for me right at O'Connor. So that's a good stretch of a delay right there. So far, it's already been about 10 minutes of me just looking at all of these tail lights. So definitely, just be patient if you're coming down from the greater northeast side. But like Justin was saying, let's not forget the fact that it's Friday. Even with these delays, Sarah, TGIF.
Absolutely. TJF, thank you for staying positive out there, Alex. Okay, for the second time in 3 days, someone hit a gas main in Floresville. So Tuesday's hit led to an explosion and leveled a nearby home. Thankfully, yesterday, no explosion happened. So no one was hurt in Tuesday's blast, but take a look at that damage. 10 homes were damaged. Thankfully, those affected by the blast on Tuesday will get help paying for that damage.
We're going to work with their insurance company to see how quick we can get the citizens assisted.
So if you live in Floresville and were a victim of these blasts, please call the Floresville City Hall. And longtime conservative news anchor Lou Dobbs has died. He was one of the first anchors at CNN when it debuted back in 1980. Dobbs spent 2 decades with CNN before leaving to help launch the Fox Business Network. He was 78 years old. And bad news for millions of student loan borrowers. A federal appeals court has blocked the Biden administration's SAVE plan for federal student loans. The program aimed to lower monthly payments for 8 million enrolled borrowers based on their income. This latest ruling is part of a court battle brought by a group of Republican-led states. The U.S. Education Department says it is reviewing the ruling and will, quote, continue to aggressively defend the SAVE plan. And here at home, it's like the real life spin on the Christmas classic, The Holiday. We're talking about the movie where Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet switch houses over the holidays. So that home swapping trend is growing in popularity, mostly because apparently it can save you a lot of money. Our Stephanie Serna talked with someone from right here in San Antonio who has been swapping for years and tells us if you're willing to open your home to travelers you can vacation without the big lodging costs.
Barcelona, Italy, and Boston. Those are just some of the places that Karen got to stay at a low cost because of home exchange. Are these some of the places that
yes, right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, show me.
Well, I usually try and put the most recent. My best home exchange tour went to Barcelona, and so this was from the south of Spain.
Karen Rowe has been home swapping since right before the pandemic. She has stayed at a flat in Barcelona for about 10 days, and she's been able to stay at other expensive places like Boston for a longer period of time at no cost for lodging. She can do this because of companies like Home Exchange that list homes available to swap and charge an annual membership fee. What would you say to people who are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you have strangers in your house?
You have to realize that you'll be staying in their house. You know, they'll take the same care of my house that I will try and take of theirs. And it'll, allow for a nice vacation at a low cost if you're willing to open up your house to do that.
Karen has hosted about a dozen people so far, and she says she really doesn't have to make big changes to her home, aside from taking out some personal items out of her drawers and locking up her documents and taking her children's pictures down. Show me what you might have to change when someone's coming in. What do you have to change about your home?
Sure. When I have a home exchanger, I have a pre-printed thing with the Wi-Fi password and a lot of information about how to get local things. I'm near the Pearl District, so some restaurants at the Pearl I give them a couple of maps. So I don't drink coffee, but I bought this coffee maker and I just set it out with a welcome note and some coffee for the guests, and then sometimes the pastries for meteor or praline, something like that.
Karen tells us she also likes that Home Exchange works on a point system. So every time she takes a trip, it does not have to be an even swap. She can use her points to stay somewhere else.
I often host guests in my house while I'm out of town somewhere else and acquire points and then use those points to stay somewhere in the home exchange system.
And with her property in the West Fort neighborhood close to downtown San Antonio and the Pearl District, Karen says she has acquired quite a few points after having dozens of guests stay at her home over the years. Stephanie Serna, KSAT 12 News.
I just asked Justin if he would do it. Quick no. I'm with you on Justin, maybe for other people, but I'm a no on that. It's 5:37 and 80 degrees. Hey, it's always a good time for ice cream. Up next, a few ice cream brands that you may not be familiar with, but apparently you should try them. Rocky Road. Bluebell Rocky Road. Might get some. It's Friday. Let's get wild with that Rocky Road ice cream. 80 degrees at 5:38 out with live cam. Justin is tracking the rain for us over the weekend to let us know when we can expect it when we come back.
What is summertime without ice cream? Well, on today's Friday Finds, we are talking with Texas social media creator Emily Hill. Emily, you have had the heroic task of finding out as many flavors and trying them all out. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Yeah, ice cream is one of my favorite things to talk about.
So first, let's talk about Bluebell. Everyone's talking about the new flavor. I'm hearing it's a hit.
Oh my gosh, yes. The new flavor is cookies and cream cheesecake. It just dropped this last week. It's already in H-E-B in pints and half gallons. It's kind of like cookies and cream ice cream, but with a cheesecake base ice cream flavor, and also some cheesecake chunks in there. So it's pretty good. You guys need to check it out.
All right, let's talk about affordable brands, some Texas homemade brands. What are you finding?
Yeah, I mean, so the most affordable is going to be Creamy Creations at H-E-B, and they have a Texas campfire flavor that I think is just perfect for summer. It's a chocolate base with kind of a chocolate s'mores ice cream with peanut butter cups in it. So that's a great one. There's also Teo Gelato is a local Texas brand I really recommend. It's going to run you around $5 a pint, but it's high quality gelato and it's really amazing.
Okay, and like we mentioned, you have been really doing your ice cream homework and you have found a few brands brands that maybe we're not so familiar with, but we should try.
My current favorite is this brand called Boba Ice Cream. It's lactose free, but you would never know it. It's amazing. It has little tapioca boba balls in it, but they stay really sticky. It doesn't get freeze or anything. Ube s'mores is their most popular flavor, but I really love the double espresso. There's also the strawberry shortcake flavor I highly recommend. I am buzzing about this, and that is currently in HEB.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Emily, for sacrificing all those calories to bring us this report. You can follow her on Instagram at Texas Grocery Finds Emily. Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
All right, Patty. Earlier, I said Rocky Road, Bluebell. Our producer Hardy just sent me one step up, Rocky Mountain Road, and has chocolate in it. It's limited edition. Looks really good. All right, it's 5:43, 80 degrees. Oh, Alex Gomez stuck in traffic. He is southbound 35. He said this started around the O'Connor Thousand Oaks area, so he's been out there for a while, since about 5:30. So we're going to check back in with him and see where he is now and what to expect if this is part of your morning commute.
Guys, look at these puppy eyes. How can you say no to these sweet little puppy eyes and snuggles? We are with the Humane Society. I'm snuggling up with Cappuccino here.
Yes, and I have Latte.
This is Latte. Can you tell us a little bit about what you guys have going on at the Humane Society?
Yeah, so right now we're looking for donations of all kinds. We need some treats for enrichment, old towels if you have any, old blankets for the pets, or even like if you have like Ziploc baggies right now, we need some of those for our medical team.
Yes.
Definitely.
It's so funny because I think sometimes people think, okay, well, monetary donations, absolutely always accepted, but there's a lot of things that you guys need around.
Especially if you're like cleaning out your house, a lot of it could go towards us.
Totally.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about these two?
Yeah, so Latte and Cappuccino are brothers, are from the same litter. They're so cute, and they're 2 months old, and they're just the perfect little puppies. On the way over here, they didn't even make not a single noise.
I know, and they've just been giving you the puppy eyes.
Yes, they have.
All day
They're
long.
like, please.
So make sure to, if you have those extra supplies or donations, to make sure to give them to the Humane Society. And if you want more information on the Humane Society or how to adopt one of these precious puppies, 4804 Fredericksburg Road, and they're giving each other puppy kisses right now. 210-226-7461. Good job, guys.
It's like Sarah really likes the dogs or something.
I mean, they are cute.
They're pretty stinking cute. All right, taking a look outside with Trans Guide. Not a lot of issues we're seeing. However, Alex Gomez has been stuck in traffic southbound 35, hitting that traffic from O'Connor and Thousand Oaks area. I want to say we checked in with you at around 5:30, and are you still? Oh my gosh, what is going on out there, Alex?
Yeah, we're stopped right here, Sarah. We're not even moving. It's been like this for at least a couple of minutes now. This is 35 southbound right over Thousand Oaks. For me, it started back at O'Connor, so heavy bumper-to-bumper traffic over here on the northeast side coming down 35 southbound. So far, it's taken me at least 25 minutes to get up to this point. So just be patient. This by far has been the biggest delay I've seen. Everywhere else, all the other highways seem to be doing pretty well this morning, Sarah.
All right, well, be safe out there. And Justin, you had a picture of that slowdown.
Yeah, what he's talking about there is around O'Connor. We have to assume it's, I think, construction, because there's nothing showing up as far as any crashes or anything like that.
Yeah.
And Alex can confirm that, but yeah, it's right up there on the northeast side, right there along I-35, where we're seeing that big slowdown, and that's in the southbound lanes. And I'll move the map a little bit so we can see a little bit better, because it has actually grown in size as far as how far back we're going here. So this is right where you have the 410 and it switches off to I-35 right there at that interchange, and then it extends back all the way to the north there. Let's see if we can get a road for you all the way back to O'Connor, as he was saying. So That's the big issue on the roads this morning. Be aware of that. We'll try to get more information, and Alex is on the case too, so we'll keep you posted. There's the authority radar, and we don't have any rain here around San Antonio, so there's no wet roads or anything like that, but we are noticing that we got some pretty good storms right along Interstate 10. These are drifting south towards Hallettsville, so these will affect our far eastern counties. And by the way, we've got a couple of showers out towards Eagle Pass as well, kind of flanked here in San Antonio, but again, nothing going on. Let's zoom in a little bit closer on this activity we have to our east. So Hallettsville, you're probably starting to hear some thunder out there as these storms get a little bit closer. This is heavy rain. So I think you'll pick up some decent numbers here from Shiner over to Hallettsville and then north out towards Interstate 10. And if you're heading to Houston this morning, know that that is going to be a problem. So our futurecast, again, these models have had a hard time kind of dealing with this type pattern, but I think it does get the point across this afternoon that we'll get some isolated showers and storms developing generally south of San Antonio. We're going to keep in a 20% chance of rain here, but I think the best threat for an isolated storm is going to be Cotulla, Pleasanton, down towards Beeville this afternoon. And as we head into the late evening hours, most everything will die down. So your forecast today, 96. We'll put in a 20% chance of rain here in San Antonio. Otherwise, it's just going to be partly cloudy and hot. Heat indices will be 100 plus. Here around San Antonio. Hey, maybe you're going down to the beach this weekend. Not bad, not bad. We'll get some rain chances both days, but not just a complete rain out. 89 Saturday, 88 on Sunday. Bays are smooth. Seas will be only about 2 feet, and so that's not horrible. Winds southeasterly 10 to 15, and the water temperatures are 85 to 87, and that's actually down a little bit from what we were seeing a few weeks ago, where water temperatures were near 90. Okay, let's talk long term here now. We're going to look at the weekend, and I think Saturday is going to be fairly quiet, but we're going to fast forward here to Sunday. That's when things start to change. Late on Sunday, we get an upper level low scooting in. Our heat high is way out to the west. We've got a potential boundary headed south, a lot of moisture feeding in, and this means good rain chances. Monday especially, but then as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, as this low gets a little bit closer, I mean, everything is there that we need to get some good heavy rain in spots. Now, this is not going to be all day rain events, raining every day, all day, but it'll be those scattered downpours, and I think they'll be fairly widespread. And on top of that, again, there are going to be some spots where we get some pretty good rain, I think. 40% chance Monday, 60% chance though Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and probably even Friday too, if I'm being honest. And rainfall over the next 7 days, we could see up to 3 inches in some spots. That's cumulatively speaking. But hey, if we could do that over a week's time, that's not horrible. And it could be fairly widespread too. Even out west, places like Del Rio, which desperately need the rain, could get something out of this. So the extended forecast, 97 Saturday, 20%, 30% Sunday, 95, and then we up the rain chances and bring temperatures down, upper 80s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll be right back.
Good morning. It is great to be with you here on a Friday. We start with that breaking news of the global outage taking down computers worldwide. It has impacted airlines, hospitals, banks, news stations, and a whole lot more. So we'll have the latest on Microsoft and when it will be resolved. Plus, Donald Trump accepting his party's nomination for president for a third time, his speech and the reaction. This, as President Biden is said to be more receptive to hearing concerns about his candidacy. And we're kicking off our summer concert series. Country superstar Kane Brown with us. You'll see it on GMA.
It's never too early to prepare for the upcoming school year. If you need help doing that, there are many ways to get school supplies all over the Alamo City. Things like backpack giveaways are just one way local districts and nonprofits are helping families ahead of the school year. So if you want to learn more information about how to get help for your student, just scan this QR code that you see at the bottom corner of your screen right now. It's going to send you to KSAT.com, where it's going to hook you up with all of that info. 5:57, 80 degrees. Don't go anywhere, because ahead in our next hour of GMSA, we'll look at the staggering number of stolen cars right here in the Alamo City over the past year and what's driving up that number. Plus, organizations throughout San Antonio are working to make sure students have enough school supplies before everything starts in August. And up next, the global Microsoft outage that's affecting airlines, banks, and companies around the world. We're going to take a look on what's going on and when things can be fixed. Okay, Alex Gomez was stuck in a really big backup on 35 southbound around the Thousand Oaks O'Connor area. Looks like he finally made it through. At one point, he was gridlocked in there. We're going to get an update with him where it finally started to ease up and what caused that backup. We'll be right back.